Well, welcome. Hello. Let's get some nice peaceful things going here. So we're going to be setting up my reading journal. So let's see how it goes. I have all of the stuff that I'm using in the description box below. I did do an outline of most of the things that I'm putting in here already to make it easier. I wanted to put a quote in, so that's what I have in the front here. And again, I'm calling this my consumption journal. And as you probably can already tell, my dyslexicness kind of was, what do I want to say, in full gear during this. I put in consumption. I forgot the P in consumption. So that's one thing that I messed up on this, and I left this out, so my daughter got into it and decided to draw in it, and my other journal. So, but that's the way life goes sometimes, so can't really linger in on it. I was quite upset in the moment, which isn't good. But yeah, it still works. Just probably means I'm gonna go through this journal faster than I originally planned, but that's okay. Right now I'm taping the two front pages together because I don't have glue sticks or double-sided tape. So I'm just using what I have at the moment, which is just regular tape. So I'm just taping the outside, and I also didn't realize that you couldn't see me doing this in the beginning. So sorry about that. But now I'm just putting what I already have down in my table of contents, so that we have that. And if you can see already, I have quite a bit in there, and since it is already February, I do have all of January's stuff in there, so I knew where February was going to be. And if you guys want me to share my reviews of what I watched or read, and to see where I am with that, I am more than happy to share. But yeah, so there's my table of content. I pulled up my other journal, and I already have some other prints to put in here, but I realized that I'm probably not going to be able to do my Bookopoly page in there, or section, because I printed it too large. I have now fixed that, so I might do that in a separate video to show you guys that little section. But yeah, here's my year at a glance that I put in here. Just one, I wanted to have something for that front page, so it wasn't blank. And here is my 100 books on a bookshelf. I'm at, what, 6 books down? So a long way to go, but I still think I will be able to do that onto my index. And here again you'll see that my dyslexia popped in and I forgot the P in consumption. But again, that is just a funny little thing that happens, and I'm going to now know for the future, right, that sometimes happens, and I'm not gonna let it get to me. So now we're moving on to my book of the year bracket and my series tracker. I only have one series that I'm working on right now, so if you guys have any suggestions, there is a link below to a Google form, and you can really suggest anything to me. You can suggest videos, books, movies, TV shows, whatever you feel like. And I will have it on a list and add it to my journal or wherever it needs to be. And the thing with the bracket is that the first three, so I have it split up that 3 books go up against each other, and then there's 2 and 2 until we figure out which one I feel is the book that overall the year was the best one that I read. I already know my book for January, which was Educated. And the reason I picked that one as the book for the month is because I found myself comparing other books that I have read or been reading to it, as well as my own life, or even like the life of my family to it, so that with that in mind, it definitely spoke to me to help have a little more of an understanding of everyone in my life, or even my own life, which I thought was interesting because I didn't realize that was something that I needed to know, and so it was nice, and so that's why it was my book for that month. I'm thinking I already know what I have for February, just because I've finished this book, and it spoke very deep to me and what I have experienced in my life, but I'll not spoil that, because 1 thing, the month isn't over, and 2, who knows if a better one comes along this month. Highly doubt it at this point, because I again was shocked that this story spoke to me so deeply, but yeah. So we'll see if that one wins this month, which I again feel like it most likely will. But on my series tracker, it is of course the only series that I have right now is The Wheel of Time, and since I'm reading book 4, but I have read 4 of the books because they have like a prequel book called New Spring in it, and I have read that. So I'm on the 4th book of the series, even though I've read 4 books in the series already. So technically there's 14 books, but there's only 13 I guess a part of this series that are numbered, because the prequel is considered book 0. But I definitely have more room for more series to come, which I'm sure I will find some new series to read. And so hopefully if you guys have any suggestions, I can add those as well. And for the series, I'm thinking just more than 3 books, no trilogies in these, and maybe more than 4 as well. I haven't quite decided. So I wanted to apologize for one, we won't be doing the Bookopoly in this video because again I messed up with the printing, but we are going to do my book bingo, which I had in the back of my other journal, and so we're going to just transfer that over. You can see that I kind of played with that a little bit, and I also messed up in the setup of the book bingo. If you look closely, but here are my books to read. Also, I apologize for my head being in the frame a lot. If you couldn't tell, I'm doing this on the floor because I don't have a great setup yet for getting my overview. So you see a lot of the back of my head, and I shift a lot while I'm doing all of this. So again, sorry for the back of my head, and again, that's just the way life goes sometimes. So enjoy. Okay, so here are my 23 movies for the year. 23 movies in 2023. So these are all of the movies that come out this year. Of course, I want to see 23 of them. And here's my head. I have realized with my movie tracker, I should have just put movie and TV tracker because I am not going to watch that many movies or that many TV shows. And I probably should have just done the title and the director rather than the rate and date and the title, because I'm going to be rating them separately anyways. Why put it on this? So that's one thing I've already figured out. I'll probably change for the next one for next year, but as of right now they are separate. So yeah. So thank you for watching. If there's any other videos, or if you want to see how I go about using this and have like a end of the month overview of it all, I will totally do that. And I hope you enjoyed. Please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you later.